Hey guys, I hope you're learning a lot. Today you are going to work on some skits using your 1.4 and 1.5 vocab. So you're going to work on these today and tomorrow. It should be a nice change of pace. Sorry, my neighbors are doing some yard work and my children are napping, so this is the only time I have to do this. So hopefully that's not too loud. Okay, so you guys are going to work in groups of 2 to 4. You're going to write a skit, which is just like a short play, right? It should be in Spanish and English. So I want you to think Dora the Explorer style. If you've ever read one of her books, she speaks mostly in English and then she throws in some random Spanish. So it will be cheesy, that's totally fine. So each group member needs to have at least 7 or more total Spanish terms from the 1.4 and 1.5 vocab. So I say 7 total. So if you had 3 terms from 1.4 and 4 terms from 1.5, that would be sufficient. Buenas tardes is only one term. It's 2 words, 1 term. Don't repeat any terms. So if one of you says hola, no one else can say hola. If you do say hola, that's fine, but you can't count it toward your word counts. And then, I already talked about that. Okay, and then the rest of your skit can be in English. Do you need to memorize your lines? No, as long as you have your own copy of the script. I don't want anyone like passing around a piece of paper or passing around a photograph on your phone or anything like that. Just be prepared with your own copy and that will be totally fine for you to read from it. You may not share copies while performing. Okay, so ideas for this. I'm just going to start down here. I really don't care what you guys talk about or what your skit is about as long as it's clean, school appropriate, and follows the instructions. So ideas. I've had groups just pretend they're just chit-chatting in the hallway before school. They're at a sporting event, either as the players or the band or the people in the stands. I've had game shows where one person is the host and the rest are contestants. A new student where you're asking like, what's your name, where are you from, what's your phone number, getting all of that information. Or like some kind of an accident or bump where you're having to say like, excuse me, or some kind of apology like that. So here's an example of a Spanglish script. This is just, I think you guys understand Spanglish. It's when you use Spanish and English simultaneously, pretty much, right? So all of the underlined things are Spanish. And then you can see down here, we just switched to English, no problem. We are multilingual, and we're just going to switch between the two. This is an example of Spanglish. This is not an example of being creative. I want you guys to really have fun with this and choose something that you like. Choose something that is interesting to you and make it funny and make it interesting. The more you do that, the more fun you're going to have and your classmates are going to have when you guys are performing these. There will also be a winner. So whoever, you guys are going to record these. I'll get to that in a second. But whoever I think did the best job will get extra credit and probably some candy. So you might as well just do it right. Just make it interesting. So timeline, today you have the entire class period to write your whole script, rehearse if you need to, get totally ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow you'll have about 5 minutes at the beginning of class, and then you're going to rehearse one last time, hopefully during that 5 minutes, and then perform for the class and for Mr. Gabinesh, and then record it for me. And then each group will video record their skit and turn it in to me. So you'll just do it on QuickTime. There will be a spot in Schoology for one group member to submit that, and then I can kind of see how you guys are doing. Also, I haven't met a lot of you, so that'll be a fun way for me to meet you, sort of. So just be ready tomorrow. You should have your MacBooks every day, but one of you will need that tomorrow to record. And then that is it. So right now, go ahead and choose your groups of 2 to 4 people. Pause. One thing I forgot to say is if you're a group of 2, then you should have a total of 14 Spanish terms. If you're a group of 3, you should have at least 21 terms. If you're a group of 4, you should have at least 28 terms, right? Simple math. So make sure that if you're choosing a big group, that's fine, but you guys are going to have to work a little harder to fit in all of those terms. So pay attention to that. And now go ahead, get in your groups of 2 to 4, brainstorm quickly, and start writing. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday.